They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. And, Charles, you look at this defense. They were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They run once more with Taylor. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Ryan. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On the draw is Taylor. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's got some space here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Patriots 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And he is out of bounds here on the return. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Patriots hit 2-6 now on the year, and they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to help break this losing skid.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Throwing, Mayfield. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Fourth down, Mayfield completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. It's a gain of 4 that time, and that's good for a New England first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. And I tell you what, partner, I think this guy's going to like running behind his new offensive line.
I agree with you, and you can never have enough good runners. They usually provide a nice little spark with their new team.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Colts 5-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. A turnover's obviously, Charles, always costly. But, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
And he gets this up just shy of the 15. 67 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They go play action with Ryan. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And some space here. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 10-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run here with Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
So 1st down went the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Touchdown! Jelani Woods with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Colts 14, Patriots nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, 1st quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Ryan. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
On second down, this is Harris. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. This one caught by Kittle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Here's Mayfield. He's got his man, Thornton. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Baker Mayfield, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Nick Folk for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Ryan. And it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's Ryan. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And the Pats are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mayfield to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 33. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Robinson gets the toss on the right side. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Not sure if he was looking for a cutback lane or whether he was trying to get to the corner, but he didn't find either. They ended up forcing him out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 2nd and 4. Zappe. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were. And so possession will remain with Indy. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Zappe to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Zappe. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, Zappe. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Going with the dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On third down, Mayfield. Right side, Thornton with it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back could get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That play was all Bobby Okereke as he got there and dragged him down for the loss. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight, planted their feet, and forced the incompletion on first down.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Zappi fakes a handoff, looks to throw it. And that's caught by the tight end, Granson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through, picking up the first. A give for Taylor, running right side. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On the counter, it's Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Zappi going to bootleg out. He'll buy some time right. And it'll be intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the Patriots are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks,
It may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now it's the backup Newton. And throw right side complete to Parker.
It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 5.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's swung out wide to Harris. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And Newton's going to keep it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mayfield now. Got his man, it's Thornton.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Mayfield looks to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll run with Robinson. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten him down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Robinson again. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. James Robinson with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying this game here on the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Takes it at the 7. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Devin McCourty brings him down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Running straight ahead, Taylor. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And he is going to lose yardage here. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And that's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield off the play fake. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. It was the linebacker, Shaquille Leonard, who applied the heat.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Now Blankenship on for the PAT. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
That's good for the Patriots.
Now Mayfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Colts are going to get it back here just past the 35. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Taylor.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd down. Here's Zappi. Flushed out right. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Jones on the return. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Escaping the pressure right. And that one not going to have enough height on it. Down around his feet, it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And they punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a third down and 8. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Zappi on third down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick-6 on the other side, and now they get a pick-6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick-6 from earlier in this game?
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Wow, 204 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.